Hey everyone, got an exciting show for you today. We're talking about deals here lately. Have another friend from Fresno who is going to talk about a deal he brought to the market. And why don't we just welcome Adam to the show? How you doing this, Adam?
I'm doing great. Never been better. Good to be with
Oh, awesome, man. So I wanted to make sure that I brought you on the show to show the flip you just produced because it's gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous.
you. Thank
But
you very much.
also because you've agreed to join the party we're creating at that building on Van Ness. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, I think showing the people that showing the world the kind of people that are going to be a part of this office is just
Mm.
going to make it attract even more people and more investors and more buyers and sellers. So I'm happy to show
Yeah,
what you create as one of the inaugural members. So thank you for
thank
doing
you.
that.
And I'm very excited for that as well, too.
That's
I'm very
awesome. Well, let's see if we can't let technology work for us.
all right.
And share here. Bring this up. And you know what? Let's see. Yeah, so we'll do it this way. I won't. Let's see if I expand it. Technology let me down yesterday, so let's see. Is it changing for you?
Huh? I can see it. Yeah, perfect. Perfect
So
right there.
it is changing, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to assume that technology is playing with us. Why don't you introduce us to 825 East Griffith Way?
Yeah, so this property, just a little background about how I found it. It
Hmm.
was on the market, listed for 280.
Okay.
We put in an offer a lot lower. You want me to go over the numbers or wait for that?
Yeah, we can do that at the end. But basically, you found it on the MLS. It was in
Mhm.
such a repair.
Realtor brought it to me, said that the owners were out of town. They rejected an offer much lower, just might as well worth a shot. And so we
Yep.
went for that. And they took it about an hour after we submitted it, so it was perfect. And went through the property. Really, it's built in 1919, so it was very, very outdated.
Yeah.
A lot like my grandma's house, so
Yeah.
uh, familiar with it. But yeah, it just needed a real full gut rehab. There was a few things I didn't see personally because it was so old and I wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah.
But besides that, just needed a full gut rehab, and yeah, that's how we picked it up.
Yeah, so we'll go over all the numbers on the last slide, but really what I want people to see here is, get the story, understand who you are, understand the quality that you produce, because I think what you're going to find by being a part of the office is you're going to have additional private money opportunities. So let's go
Right.
forward. And I guess this is a picture from the street
Yeah, so
before
not a
and
huge
after.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a huge change on that. Obviously, we replaced all the windows; they were outdated, and put in
Hmm.
a new dual pane. The rest of it was mostly just paint and touch up. We did, you can see maybe on the after one, we did redo the whole fence on the left around the side.
Yep.
But for the outside, we didn't do too much more besides landscaping and paint.
Well, let's not forget new windows in a house of that size. There's probably 10 or 11 windows. That's 8 to 10 grand. The painting of a house that size, two-tone, painted up the door as well, like I know the team likes to do.
Yeah,
That's 4 or 5. I mean, so you're selling it up like it's easy, but as a new member watching this, you got
yeah,
to remember they don't appreciate all that.
that's
And
very true.
it does look like you also had somebody power wash the driveway, I think.
Yeah, we did. The driveway was pretty bad, and I know we had a lot of termite damage up in that carport too. So
Yeah.
they took a lot of care of that. Yeah, mostly just looking at the pictures, it just looks like a new radiating home. That's what I'm proud
Oh,
of there.
absolutely. But again, you did all. Let's be clear. This house is not going to be a one rental at a time house, right? A lot of
Right.
people that follow my channel are landlords. This is an owner occupant. This is in the old fig garden. This
Mhm.
this is this is this is pricey real estate here. So
Yeah.
you did all this stuff. You've even cleaned the driveway, repaired the fence on the left. So
Mhm.
beautiful, beautiful curb appeal.
Thank
Oh my gosh, look at that wallpaper. Woo!
you.
Keep that.
Yeah, that's where the old style comes in. That this hall bath was a lot larger than, I know you can't see the after one, the full length of it, but it was a lot larger,
Uh-huh.
and it dug into the master, making the master real small, which you'll see on the next slide.
Okay.
And they had a real old fashioned tub and toilet on the other side situation. I haven't even flipped a home with that design in
Yeah.
it yet. So that was kind of interesting to see. And yeah, just very outdated.
So
Very
again, a couple of things that you're being subtle on is what I think you're saying is you added square feet to the master by shrinking the bathroom.
correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
older
then,
homes have a lot of their hall baths are usually a lot larger,
yep.
and the masters they make pretty small. And
Yeah.
so,
So that's
fire.
a good thing. Also,
Mhm.
you'll notice that you got rid of the two sinks in the half bath, which was an old, done a long time ago. Today, it's very traditional. And you move the tub and the toilet more traditional spots, thus giving yourself a lot more square footage for the master, which is what you should have done. And oh, by the way, that's a full gut rehab, right? That's taking everything out,
Yeah,
moving plumbing.
yeah,
You didn't stick a single thing, maybe except for one sink in the same spot. So
yeah,
um,
yeah.
very
We
impressive. And I love the color combination. It really pops.
thank you very much.
Oh, look at this. So now we have the master.
Yeah. So this
Just a
master was
little
very,
different.
very small.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And so, yeah. And so as you can see on the bottom picture where that wall started at the very end, pretty
Uh-huh.
much the whole shower was just part of that hall bath.
Yeah.
And so we brought that out, gave a large space for the toilet to sit in the corner, and then gave him a very open shower area as well. And then we even gave him the dual sinks as well.
Yes, you did.
So that's another nice feature for them as well.
Yeah, again, this was so different in 19 whatever, 20, 30 whatever versus today, right?
1990.
Yeah, the master was a single sink and a toilet.
Mm-hmm.
The hall bath was two. Nowadays,
Exactly.
no. Mom and dad get the dual sinks, the walk-in shower, their own
Exactly.
little private area. So, man,
Exactly.
and again, those are the same color combinations from the other bath, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you
Yes.
did a full tile all the way up to the ceiling where the shower is, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
Nice.
we don't
Wow.
do that too often, but this one is looked real nice with it.
Oh yeah, the
Work.
fig garden for sure. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, look at that kitchen. So you did nothing here, I'm seeing.
We left the kitchen as is. The sellers really liked it, and so
All right. So that's
sometimes it happens.
wow.
Yeah. So this
Just
kitchen
wow.
was
Yeah.
pretty small, and these cabinets that you see on the right were just taking up a ton of space as well, and
Yeah.
it just really gave a small space for the family to eat and then move around as well.
Yeah.
And it was just really unideal, kind of boxed in. I didn't really like that. And so if you go to the next one, uh,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
So we took out those cabinets on the right side. We were able to, because of that, add a large island in the middle. And then we opened up where they had that little box opening kind of for the peninsula. We added we had a peninsula there, but there's no, it's not boxed in where you just kind of look through. You have an open
Yep.
view. So,
Oh,
and I
wow.
love the kitchen. So that was definitely my favorite part.
And you got a what do they call that sink? Is that a
Oh, the farm sink.
farm sink? Farmer, yeah, farm. Oh, that's
I
beautiful.
like those too. Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
everyone should have one of those. Those are perfect.
Yeah.
So this one was the kitchen was done real well. I'm super happy with it. And as you can see, looking from that, you can go all the way to the front door. Which
Yeah, I
would
was going
be-
to ask, is that the front door? Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And before that, those walls, there were, two rooms, and both those walls were enclosed a lot. So you didn't have a ton of room to kind of to
Yeah.
move around.
Limited
So,
natural light for sure.
yeah. Yeah. And
Wow.
then we had
And then the
can
floors? Yeah, can lights.
Yeah. All new floors, all new laminate flooring. We did the can lighting, and then always we do. We have brand new cabinets, all new quartz on top as well, all new appliances. Like you said, full gut rehab, so everything's going to be brand new.
Well, I'm going to go backwards and look at that kitchen again. So that kitchen turned into that kitchen. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's pretty.
can't even recognize it.
No, that's very pretty. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Living room. They like their
Yes.
paneling.
Mm-hmm. 100%. So as you can see on the right, that was the entrance to the kitchen, and then you got
Oh,
the
that's right. The pass through. Yeah.
right there. Yeah. The left side, we had a little bit wider of an opening, still a little bit closed off. And obviously they had the carpets in there, wood paneling. The ceiling was actually dipping a little bit from the, whatever they had. I don't even know what type of material that is. Whatever they had on top was down the ceiling. And so we ended up having to sheetrock the whole ceiling again after that as well.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
let's see what
vision
that
was
turned
just your
into. Oh, look at that. Where was the fireplace? I didn't even see the fire. Okay.
So I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't get a picture of it reversed. So now
That's okay.
what you see on the left is now on the right. So that's the front door. And we obviously redid the fireplace with some new stone and put some tile on the bottom mount, and then just redid all the baseboard, flooring, paint.
Was
So
that I forget what that door is called on the left there? Was that there before? Did you take
the
a single
slide,
door and make it a dual door?
no, that was so again from the last picture, it's flipped.
Got
So
it.
that's going to be a sliding glass door to the exterior or to the outside.
Right.
Um,
But was it
first
always
one,
a sliding glass door, or was it just
it was a
okay.
sliding glass door. It was just obviously really outdated.
Yeah, very cool. And then that beam that you have going across, did you stain that?
Yeah, so we put in some false. That
Look
was
at
actually the
you.
contractor's idea. We went with some little bit more barn style doors, and we
Yeah, that's
added
a
those.
that's a that's a faux beam.
Very much so, yeah. But I like that at
Oh, it
the
does.
end.
It adds a pop. Yeah, it ties the color of the paint of the fireplace, the walls, and the floor really well. That was a good idea.
Thank you.
I'm a fan. All right, the bedrooms.
Yeah, so the bedrooms were just pretty much the only word I could say was outdated. They had the old carpets in there. We redid obviously the baseboard, put in new closets,
Mm-hmm.
windows, everything like that.
Yeah,
There
this
was,
is just paint, ceiling fan, doors.
but just a few
Yeah,
typical things make them look absolutely gorgeous compared to what they used to be. So,
yeah,
and then obviously we redid all the lighting fixtures as well.
yeah. So then I just jumped to the end. We tell you the address again, and as I understand this, you put this in the MLS yesterday, and you're asking 330 grand. So if anybody's
Yeah,
interested, they could just reach out to you right now and say, "I want it." Right?
not anymore. We just got an offer over asking, and that baby's in escrow. So
Wait a
we can move
second.
forward with
You
that.
you 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 listed this yesterday. We scheduled this interview in less than 24 hours, and you've already sold it.
Pretty nice deal, huh?
Yeah, I
Pretty
guess so.
nice deal. I
Over
guess
asking, no less.
go, yeah, over asking, over asking. The people in the neighborhood, their houses were all up kept real well, as
Yeah.
just like this one, and just when you walk up to it is so appealing. We had an offer before we did our first open house,
Wow.
and
Well,
called it at that.
congratulations. Well,
Thank
that's good. And again, I asked to do this interview not knowing that. I asked for this interview because I wanted to show people the kind of people we are bringing to this office, and
Mhm.
that quality that you help build speaks for itself. So let's
Thank
give the audience the numbers, because if private investors are going to look to you, they're going to not only understand you did great work, but let's talk about what you bought it for, what kind of the repair budget was, any kind of surprises up or down, and then what you
Yeah.
ultimately have it in escrow for. So go ahead.
Mhm. So originally it was on the market for 280, and an agent brought it to me saying that they had rejected something, about in between what I offered and the asking price. And so I told them, hey, the highest I could go is 215, and we put in an offer, and they accepted it.
So
And
just real quick, I'm not sure I understood that. So you're saying, so did you say are you saying you made an offer on it before and they declined it?
I'm
Or,
sorry, they declined an offer that was about 30 grand under asking, so around 250.
oh,
And
okay.
so the agent just said, hey, this is kind of interesting. They declined this. Do you have something you could offer? I
Uh-huh.
think he was hoping I'd offer like 260 or something.
Yeah.
I
And
told
you went 215.
I went 215. I didn't ask about the 250. I'm guessing it was a conventional,
Yeah.
just a typical transaction. So this probably enticed him a lot more.
So
And
you
so
come in as cash, 215 cash, 10-day, 14-day, something like that.
we did 14 day, I think.
And they accepted within hours.
Within hours, yeah. It was very quick on that one. So that was
And
awesome.
again, in the MLS, clearly empty, right?
Mhm.
Nobody was living there, right? Out of town owners.
Mhm.
Now, did they own it, or was it a rental for them?
It was a rental for them, but I believe it was a family situation where they were
Okay.
living in there, and that person was older as well, and they needed to move out.
Got it.
So yeah, just kind of.
Okay. All right. So that's what you look for, right? Find a situation where money is more important than time, and you just go. And they got what they wanted. They have a headache removed. They don't have any break-in threats. They don't have any other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you come in and take for it. And I'm not sure that place goes conventional. Man.
Yeah. No, there was way too many things. They would have.
Oh, no way.
The whole house had to be rewired. There was too many things that were wrong with it. For
Yeah.
that.
So 215 cash, great. You held to your guns. You know your numbers. You know what you're doing. After you walk through it, what was your first budget number for repairs or make ready or whatever?
First budget number was, I believe, you're just above 45 grand.
Okay.
Knowing we were going to have to do a full gut rehab, replace all the windows, do a little bit of a layout change.
Mhm.
That was too expensive, but just kind of knowing what we were going to do. And that means, move the plumbing, move some of the electrical stuff like that. After we got more into it, we realized that the whole place needed to be rewired.
Yep.
So we ended up going just to cut to, we went to about 55 grand total in rehab costs. And, obviously it's a little bit more than we wanted. The house turned out great. So I'm not really, mad about that.
Yeah.
My fault. I didn't see that. Electrical was kind of hard to tell on that, but that definitely we rewired. We did that. And then we also decided to add on a little bit to the fence as well.
Yeah.
The neighbor on our left side actually trying to buy his house as well. His one is worse than this one. And it was just every house around it's gorgeous except for that one. And so we had to kind of extend that fence and block him out.
We'll go get it and save the neighborhood. That's good. But yeah, that's part of the deal, right? Once you're on the hook, surprises happen.
Yeah.
You went 10K over. The other thing we're probably going to hear with people watching this is they'd be shocked that you could get all that done for 55 grand.
Yeah. That's true too.
So let's point this out. One of your team members is a general contractor. So your prices, there's some discounting in because you have a GC, right? If you were going to go out and sub this out to individual jobs to people, you're probably talking 80 grand, right? So but that's part of having a team with you. And that's why you can keep prices down. You can run your numbers and that will always be a part of this. So that's a good thing.
And with that, it also depends on the quality of work. These guys did a great job. It's a little bit nicer of a home. So using a nicer crew and making sure that we can get in and out on time is important. The time part we were, had a little bit of trouble with, but they did a great quality. And so, some guys that we would use for $100,000 flip probably wouldn't cut it on a house like this sometimes. So
yeah, very cool. Well, this is beautiful, man. And congratulations on your timing. You're doing everything right. I know getting you in that office is going to bring additional opportunities. And I know there's some people watching this in my network going, wow, I want to invest with that guy. So next thing you know, you and I are going to have to sit down and create a private money structure that works for you and for people that I know. So
I love it. Yeah.
I look forward to doing that. If anybody wants to ask you questions, what's your email so they can email you?
Yeah, I would love questions. I love helping people. That's probably my number one thing. Wish I could had more time to do more of it. My email is apainvesting@gmail.com. Shoot me an email, questions, comments, whatever you want to do. Just want to chat. I'd love to connect with more people. I know how important networking is, and I love meeting new people. So feel free to reach out anytime.
All righty, buddy. I'm going to save this, and given it's already sold, I'm going to post it tomorrow at 6 a.m. I was going to post it tonight, but the day after it's sold. So
I know it doesn't always happen, but for this one, it was just too gorgeous not to be taken.
No, I believe me, it's totally cool that it's sold. I'm just going to post it tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Awesome.
All right, buddy.
I appreciate it.
You got
Have
it.
a good night.